Rod, you're looking at this and you don't want to do it, right?
No.
I hear you. I don't blame you. However, I told you there was a savings element to every car payment you'll ever make. Here's how it works. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to write out, and we're going to use the high end, just to be conservative. You don't want to write a check out every single month, send it to a lender, either electronically or by mail, because the way you see it, that money's gone forever, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's not. Because, let me ask you a question. 72 months from now, when you make that last payment, you've got that 2016 Accord as an asset on your personal balance sheet, don't you? You own it free and clear.
Yep.
Okay? Got a question for you, by the way. When that happens, and I'm deadly serious about this, when you make that last payment, what I'd like you to do is give me a holler. I will either send or you can come by and pick up a bottle of champagne. Deal?
Deal.
All right. After you send that last payment in, what comes back to you?
Title.
It's not just a title, because it's got a title right now. It's a title that's only got your name on it, correct?
Yep.
And you know what? That title is one valuable piece of paper, Rod. As a matter of fact, I guess we'd have to, well, let me ask you a question. This is a $35,000 vehicle. If you just take decent care of it, if you just drive the 12 to 15,000 miles you tell me you're going to drive, what do you think that vehicle will be worth in 6 years?
Hopefully a lot.
Okay, just throw out a number.
14,000.
14,000. So now you've got a $14,000 vehicle.
I'm a customer.
By the way, I used to use a residual chart for this, but I found myself constantly having to explain what a residual was to a consumer. And then one day, I went to work and I did not bring my residual chart. So I just said, what do you think the vehicle's going to be worth? Number one, it quickened this process by a long shot, and guess what? If that's their number, does it have more credibility?
Yes.
Yes. Once in a blue moon, I'll have somebody that did what Rohan did. I got no earthly idea what it'll be worth. And then all I do is look up a 6-year-old Accord on KBB and use that number, and the customer never has a problem with it. So, Rod, you've got a $14,000 piece of paper. Do me a favor. Pass that to Rod. Divide 14,000 by 72.
$194. Change. We got our word.
Rod, you know what that 194 represents? Every time you write a check, every time you write a check for $562 that you thought was going to the bank,
Like put 194 in the bank.
194 is flowing straight back to your title every single month. Do me a favor. Take 562. Can you have your assistant Mike do this, please? Take 562 and subtract 194.
368.
Rod, your net payment for this 2016 Accord is $368 a month. I need your okay right here.
Well, since you explained it like that, Steve, that sounds like a good deal.
I had a guy go, can I tell my wife that? I said, just make sure that you use the term net. You know what the number one response is? No. No. The number one. Well, by the way, if they're not going to keep it, there's about 10 different ways I can go then.
I'm putting $194 a month in the bank.
Bingo. No, the number one response is this. Do that again. Do that again. This was in December. There was 2 engineers, went out, closed them at $500, but they didn't want to pay $500 a month. Used this, closed them, went back in the customer lounge about an hour later, probably not an hour, to check some football scores. And they were back there in the customer lounge, so I'm watching TV, and the guy goes, "Hey, can we talk to you for a second?" I said, "Sure." The guy goes, "We have done that formula on all the different things we're making payments on. You have made us feel so good. We figure we're paying $200 a month for our house." What sort of, who looks at a payment like this? I haven't found one person in the automotive business that has ever looked at a payment like this. I had never looked at a payment like this. I got it from a Harley-Davidson salesman. That's magical. First of all, if I go in and the customer can't afford to make a $550-month payment, is it going to work? No. It doesn't work. If we have them on the wrong car, it will not work. This is the finest complaint or payment complaint handling technique there is, period.